Viva Video and Ardmore. Viva Video is a movie rental store, sort of like a Blockbuster would have been if you're from the Philly area, where kind of a continuation of what TLA Video was. We've got a ton of movies, art house. We really like late night cult and horror here, so a lot of that. I feel like everybody thinks everything is streaming, but you look at like something like Netflix, it's something ridiculous, like less than 10 films before 1970. What makes me saddest is how many people are fully fine with this limited selection. Coming into a video store, it's really like the full scope of things. No. Movie culture, I think, is an important part of language, and having these documents unchanged is important to me. Something like the Star Wars, being able to see the theatrical cuts of them, and that's, I don't know, part of what I think is important. We do rent primarily DVD, we rent a lot of Blu-ray, and we still have VHS. People do still take out the VHS on occasion. A lot of it is like cheesy 80s horror or like early art house films. There's all sorts of like oddball little things, and you just sort of forget that they exist when they're not. So I don't know, I want people to be able to get this stuff. So what we get a lot of is people like, oh my God, there's still a video store? I didn't know that these existed. So we get a lot of that, definitely. It's rare for somebody to come in and be like, video stores, I hate those, you know? Everybody's generally like, man, I used to love going with my family or something. Most people are excited that there's still a video store around. A movie is experiences around it. It's who you watched it with. It's, you know, where you were when you first found it, when you first heard of it. And I think that sort of full experience is easier to come across at like a rental shop or like at a movie theater or something like that. If you're streaming something, sometimes you're more likely to watch like 10 minutes of it and give up on it. Whereas if you've, not so much the money you've paid, but the time you've paid in going to a store, talking to somebody, renting something, bringing it home, throwing it in the player, you're more likely to watch it with like a full mind instead of as, you know, background while you're folding laundry or something. I've got a 9-year-old. Woody had half days, would come in here with me and hang out with me at the store a lot. And his being able to experience the video store fully, I'm very glad that he's being able to do that, because that was so much fun for me. For me, it was going to the Blockbuster, going with my family, and all trying to like choose something together was a fun experience. The whole going out for it was a good time. I do it because I'm stubborn and I love movies. You know, I don't know. It's because I want to have a video store to go to. I'm happy to let that live on.
We are so sad to see them go. We spoke with Viva's owner, Miguel, to get his thoughts on the closing and really the end of an era.
Viva Video, we opened October 12th of 2012. So we'll be closing just shy of 9 years into our run. We're a permanent part at this point of what video stores were. I'm proud to have been part of that world, that I wanted to live longer, and that like my staff is amazing and that they all worked super hard to like make it go longer than it could have. The volunteers at the store too. So it really just sort of like how much everybody came together and made this awesome thing last a lot longer than it really had any right to. It's a shame that it's going, but like, I mean, I'm trying to like really appreciate like it's crazy that we lasted as long as we did, and we did it the way we wanted it to, and it was really cool and it's awesome, you know? So yeah. It was brutal. I had to tell the staff, then I, you know, have told some people in person. Then, I mean, we had our like announcement, like having to tell like my son who like grew up, like after daycare, he'd go and spend like, you know, like hours at the store with me for you know, for several years. The store means so much to so many people. And I've been moved to tears several times, like, you know, and it won't be the last time either. I've worked at a video store since 1999. I feel like it's so ingrained in all of my experience that I don't even know what I'm gonna miss, like what the thing that I'm gonna miss most. The amount of conversations I'll take part in that are an exchange of cultural ideas is gonna dip precipitously after this. Being a part of that like community, like I can't think about it too long or I get like misty, you know? Such a big thank you to everybody that came in, all the people that work for me and like officially work for the store, but like also like everybody that's come in and like thought it's an awesome place and wanted it to keep going. Like they're great. I'm gonna miss them all so much. The only nice thing about it is that folks that have been coming in forever, they want to stay and chat a little bit longer, and I definitely waffle between like, you know, tearing up and like wanting to hug everybody or whatever. So yeah. What I'm most hoping people do, aside from renting that movie that they've never gotten to, that they've always wanted to, come out to some of our screenings. So it's really gonna be a celebration of what, like, I think anyways, what we stood for. I definitely would encourage anybody to come. I mean, they'll be free, so you know, what you got to lose? Come out, it'll be fun.
Hi, I'm Shirley Min.
And I'm Regina Mitchell. For more videos like this, subscribe to WHYY.